Right now, an update on the timeline for the Madison Public Market, when construction is set to start.
Plus, we'll show you an easy way to protect your data while online shopping this holiday season.
And Madison leaders and residents are coming together to discuss how the city is combating violence. What to expect at a meeting tonight.
And it is dry for now, but we are expecting some rain to develop later tonight. That'll continue through tomorrow morning, then trending colder. We'll have the first morning forecast coming up.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynchide. We hope you had a great weekend enjoying all that sun. Things are about to change this evening with the chance for rain.
Yeah, it will be later tonight. That'll be the bulk of the rain. So most of the daylight hours will be okay. It's just a little bit cool this morning. But that's going to be the trend throughout the week. We're going to continue to see these temperatures continue to trend downward throughout the week. But after the rain tonight, it looks like it will be dry. So folks traveling for the holiday, it looks like it'll be dry, just rather chilly for Thanksgiving. 37 in Madison, over to Monona, Marshall at 37. 36 right now into 4, so a cooler start to the day. We've got an east wind right now up to 12 miles per hour now, and that'll be a factor throughout the day. You'll notice that breeze and a lot of clouds around, so kind of a chilly, gray, typical November day. Headed into the mid to upper 40s a little bit later on this afternoon. Can't rule out a spotty shower later this afternoon, especially to the south, but I think the bulk of the rain will hold off until later this evening, 10, 11 o'clock toward the midnight hour. So mainly dry today, just cloudy, a bit brisk out there. Temperatures in the mid 40s this afternoon. We'll track those rain chances tonight and see how much we can expect coming up.
Okay, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Also happening tonight, community members will be holding a public meeting to address gun violence in a Madison neighborhood.
Our Shane Hogan is here now to preview that meeting with what leaders hope to get out of this. Shane, this is a neighborhood that's seen some serious tragedy in recent months.
Yeah, Chris, that's right. This meeting is over the North Grandview Commons area on Madison's far east side, where the community has seen 2 deadly shootings in recent months. Harmony Apartments off of Milwaukee Street is where these killings have happened. The purpose of the meeting tonight is to inform residents about what is being done in response to the recent pattern of violence over there. Alder Derek Field, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, and members of Madison Police will all be in attendance tonight. Alder Field says he hopes this is the start of continued conversations.
I hope that people show up with their questions and with an open mind, ready to hear what all is happening and have a more substantive conversation going into the future about youth supports to prevent gun violence.
In a statement, Satya Rhodes Conway says, quote, "The city takes the issue of gun violence very seriously and has been working hard to support this neighborhood in particular. I'm pleased to support Alder Field's efforts here." The meeting will run from 6 to 7:30 tonight at Steamfitters Local 601 on the far east side, guys.
All right, Shane Hogan, thanks for that update. Also happening today, a man charged in the deadly shooting of a 20-year-old at that same apartment complex that Shane was just talking about will be in court. This will be 21-year-old Mark Park Jr.'s first appearance in this case. Police arrested him last Thursday. He's facing multiple charges linked to the death of 20-year-old Devin Grant on Madison's far east side earlier this year. He's the second person Madison police have charged in connection to this shooting, which happened on July 13th. A warrant had been out for Park's arrest since July 18th.
We continue to hear reaction from the community over a neo-Nazi rally in Madison over the weekend. The group comprised about 20 people holding Nazi flags while they walked down State Street toward the Capitol. In a statement, Governor Evers saying, "We will not normalize this rhetoric and hate. It's repulsive and disgusting." UW Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin weighed in as well. She said in a statement, quote, "I recognize this incident exacerbates feelings of unease and anxiety that many of us are carrying." Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway said, "Hate has no home in Madison. We must not let it take root here." And finally, the Madison Police Department closely monitoring the rally while it was downtown. It released a statement saying, quote, "The department does not support hateful rhetoric. It does have an obligation to protect First Amendment rights of all."
6:03 now to the war in Israel and Palestine. A recent draft of a possible deal for the release of 50 Hamas hostages proposes a 4 to 5 day pause in fighting. U.S. officials say they're closer than ever to an agreement. Meanwhile, Israelis survived the attacks are seeking ways to heal. One group of survivors who were attending the Nova Music Festival Hamas targeted is using art. In the weeks since the attack, survivors and family of those killed have been gathering for trauma and grief workshops as well. They say the workshops provide them with some sense of hope.
It is the light that will come out of the darkness. In the end, we are Nova, the tribe of light. And that's what we have always been. We were always trying to find the light and stuff, and we need help to go through this thing, this experience that we have been through, this painful experience, this hard experience. And in order for this tribe to move on, we need this help, we need this space so we can heal together as a community.
We will continue to follow the war in the Middle East, of course, and the efforts to get hostages back. You can find updates on the Channel 3000 News app.
6:05 now. This morning, tributes are pouring in for former First Lady Rosalind Carter. The Carter Center made the announcement last night, saying she died Sunday afternoon at her home in Plains, Georgia. The 96-year-old suffered from dementia in the final year of her life, something the Carter family said they hoped increased conversations about mental health. Current First Lady Jill Biden commemorated Carter briefly at an event last night.
She was well known for her efforts on mental health and caregiving and women's rights. So I hope that during the holidays, you'll consider saying include the Carter family in your prayers.
Former presidents Barack Obama, Donald Trump, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton also shared statements on social media, sharing their condolences with the Carter family. Here's what President Biden had to say on social media. His statement reads, quote, First Lady Rosalind Carter walked her own path, inspiring a nation and a world along the way. On behalf of a grateful nation, we send our love to the entire Carter family.
6:06 now to more local news. City officials say construction for the Madison Public Market will start at the end of the month. It's been a years-long process to get here. The project suffered multiple setbacks with rising construction costs and budget shortfalls. Again, it's going to happen here at the end of the month. Construction, no specific date has been set yet. We do know the site is on the city's near east side. It's on 1st Street between Johnson and Washington. This news comes ahead of the announcement of a director for the public market, which we expect to happen sometime next year. That's when vendor selection will begin. The market itself is scheduled to open in 2025.
The holiday shopping season is here, and we have an idea for you. If there's somebody outdoorsy on your list, Mom and Dad, listen up. 2024 Wisconsin State Park passes go on sale this Friday. State Park and Forest admission stickers along with trail passes will be for sale on the DNR's website. You can also get them at the State Park or the DNR Service Center. Annual vehicle admission stickers, they're just under $30 each for Wisconsinites. Trail passes are $25. Both those stickers and passes are good from the day you buy them until the end of 2024. Speaking of, we're only a couple days away from Black Friday, and if you're shopping online, there's a warning this morning from Consumer Reports. Your money might not be the only thing these companies are getting.
Shopping for the holidays has never been easier. Just grab your phone and with a few clicks and swipes, you can find the perfect presents for your loved ones. But Consumer Reports investigative reporter Brian Vines warns sometimes there's a trade-off for that convenience.
If you have an account with an e-tailer or if you use apps and sites that require logging in, some companies might keep files on you and even sell your information to data brokers, which are businesses that collect your personal data and sell it to other parties.
So, what's the danger in that?
The problem is you don't know what these companies are doing with your data. Some might have location data on you, which could hypothetically be used to see where you worship, where you protest, or who else you spend your time with.
By limiting the use of personal data and trying to take back control of it isn't easy. It's often a manual process that's tedious and time-consuming unless you use something called an authorized agent.
Several states have passed laws that allow consumers to designate a third party to make data requests on their behalf, like Incogni, Mine, Yorba, and even Consumer Reports.
Consumer Reports Permission Slip is a new free app that provides information on how more than 100 companies use your personal information and lets you request that they stop selling it or that they delete it.
Companies typically have 45 days to respond to opt-out requests. Some take even longer.
With these new tools in hand, you and your data can feel safer shopping around this holiday season. I'm Shane Hogan.
Thank you very much, Shane. You probably only need to sign up for one privacy helper. There's no real downside to signing up for several, though, other than the subscription costs.
I didn't even know about these services until this morning.
You don't even think about what you're putting out online, but the majority of us do all of our shopping online.
We just mindlessly do it, don't we?
Yes, we do. Good morning.
6:09 coming up in your morning sports. Badger volleyball. See how the team's bouncing back after dropping 2 in a row.
And the clouds have moved into southern Wisconsin. That's keeping temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. We are tracking some rain for later tonight. We'll have the first warning forecast coming up.
Plus, we have an update on the community book drive, how you can help the Madison Reading Project in the 608 this holiday season.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on Edge with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 FlexBuy and 1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
From Lincoln Center Theater that brought you The King and I and South Pacific comes a sumptuous new revival of the most perfect musical of all time, My Fair Lady.
At Overture Center, November 21st through 26th. Tickets at overture.org.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
I just love dancing, so I was always willing to dance through the pain. Since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports and being pain-free now, my mood and my energy has drastically improved. Once that energy gets into you, double spins.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
And the 608 this morning, we're following up on the biggest time of year for the Madison Reading Project.
Oh yeah, Josh Bryder is here with an update on their community book drive. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Leah and Chris. We are officially at the midway point for the community book drive at Madison Reading Project, and we still need help as we close into the busy holiday season. Supporting the book drive will allow the local nonprofit to get thousands of new books for kids in the 608 to take home and keep. In the drive's fourth year, the Madison Reading Project is working to raise $100,000 for 15,000 new books. Those books will then be distributed free of charge to kids ahead of winter break. For MRP founder Rowan Childs, it's heartwarming to see the community coming together for the cause.
We're really impressed. Just people have been reaching out, making book donations already, financial contributions. We're getting close to our goal, so we're excited. We're ordering lots of new books as well, in addition to the ones that are being donated, to make sure that we have all the books that we need for kids this holiday.
So this past week, the Madison Reading Project was able to gift their 100,000th free book of the year. That's about a month earlier than in 2022. So what a great impact this is already having on the community this year. So we have some updated numbers for you this morning. More than $56,000 has been raised so far. That's from amazing sponsors. Of course, those workplace book drives and local bookshop partners. Over 535 books have also been received. That's nearly 27 $2,700 worth of books. So if you'd like to learn how you can help, you can go to this story on channel3000.com, because we're still about $40,000 short, but we're halfway through, and we're more than halfway through as far as the goal goes. So
yeah, big accomplishment.
Seriously.
Way to go, though. Yeah.
You know, it's always hard because, like, when we spoke to Rowan, she's like, you just never know where to set that goal. You know, you don't want to set it too high where it's like we're not going to achieve it, but then they didn't. They went high. It looks like they're going to get there. So
love to hear that.
It's amazing. Yeah, right in time for winter break too.
All right, Josh Breider, thanks for updating us.
You bet.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. There's his handle on social media and his email for a chance to be featured.
6:15, Kelly Slifka's on the patio. How's it feeling?
Yeah, a little bit chilly this morning. Probably going to need the winter jacket. I know the weekend we had all the sunshine, and it was really nice to be outside. Today is going to be a little bit of a different story. You can see on our sky cam, you can see the clouds as the sun is coming up on the horizon there, but quite a blanket of clouds across all of southern Wisconsin. I don't really expect any kind of sunshine today. 45 today, that should be pretty close to our average, which is now 43. Sun will be up here at 6:56. So as we're headed into the holiday week, and a lot of folks traveling probably already today, we do have some wet weather coming in tonight. Now, we're going to be on the northern fringe of this system. It might be cold enough before this starts to wind down. Can't rule out a few flakes of snow mixing in. This will cause no problems on the roads. This will not be sticking, and as it does depart by tomorrow morning. And then we're just looking at some breezy, cool conditions for Wednesday. Then Thanksgiving into the upcoming weekend. Generally dry, but it's going to be trending colder. The only kind of precipitation will be a few snow flurries. No big storms headed our way going into the holiday weekend. But you can see how temperatures really trend downward, starting in the 40s and dropping into the lower 30s going into the upcoming weekend. Now, as far as our rain system tonight, as mentioned, we're going to be on the northern fringe of it. Maybe a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch in Madison. Heavier amounts down there toward Janesville, maybe a 1/4 to a 1/2 of an inch. This will be mainly impacting the mid-Mississippi Valley and the Ohio Valley. And you can see all the rain just kind of spinning there in parts of Oklahoma. A lot of that green you see in Iowa and moving into western Wisconsin is not reaching the ground, but it does indicate how much moisture is coming our way, as this system will be mainly affecting the mid-Mississippi Valley. We're going to be on the northern fringe of it. Chicago seeing more rain, Indianapolis over toward Columbus and Cleveland, then eventually over there toward Detroit. So our rain chance is pretty slim today during the daylight hours, but after about 10, 11 o'clock, those chances do go up, mainly into tomorrow morning. When you wake up tomorrow morning, it might be a little bit wet. So as you plan today, counting on a lot of clouds today, mid to upper 40s this afternoon with that stiff east wind, possibility of a shower. Better chances, though, as we go through later this evening, say after 11 o'clock toward midnight. Then a steadier rain, it looks like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe even impacting the early morning commute before all of this starts to wind down and move on to the east as temperatures hold into the 40s tomorrow. Right now, 38 in Madison, 43 in Janesville, 34 in the Adel. So crisp morning, 39 in Waunakee and also Sun Prairie, 41 in Stoughton and Belleville right now at 41 as well. First warning forecast keeps it gray today, a very typical November day after all the beautiful sunshine we had this weekend. We do have that chance of mainly rain tomorrow morning. Enough cold air, maybe a flake or two of snow, no big deal with it. Otherwise, we'll look at dry weather tomorrow afternoon. That'll continue right through the Thanksgiving holiday into next weekend, but it does trend colder. May see a few flakes of snow, flurries on Saturday and Sunday of the weekend.
Last week, we finally saw a complete offensive game from the Green Bay Packers, but they still couldn't finish the job. The Chargers were in town yesterday in a win. Well, that might just give the Pack the confidence to make a real run. Green Bay trailing 13-10, final seconds of the third quarter. Pocket collapsing on Jordan Love, heaves it for the end zone, and there's Christian Watson. Touchdown Packers, and they take the lead heading into the fourth quarter, and we get a rare Lambeau leap in 2023. But the Chargers responded with a score of their own right away. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Pack down 4. Love looking for a signature win, and that is how you do it. A perfect pass right into the hands of Romeo Doubs, and the Packers come all the way back to win it in a thriller. 23-20 is your final. Green Bay improves to 4-6 on the season. Love's 3 fourth-quarter go-ahead touchdown passes are the most by a Packers quarterback since Aaron Rodgers in 2012. This team has clearly turned a corner offensively, which begs the question, what changed?
Finish it off. I mean, the message in the second half, you know, it's a 0-0 ball game. And it was go finish, you know. Yeah, and then defense balled out. They stepped up big right there and finished off the game.
Things are just clicking now, man. Like, I don't think there's a difference. I think we work hard every week in practice. We give all we got. We've been together the whole year as a team, as a group.
Wisconsin volleyball entered yesterday's match with Indiana on a 2-match losing streak, their longest skid since 2019. The 5th-ranked Badgers desperately needed to get back on track in Bloomington, and Devin Robinson and the Badgers stood on their business. Wisconsin had to claw back to the second set. They're up 1, 25-24, late in it, and Anna Smrek leaves no doubt about it. A scorcher gives the Badgers the second set, and then in the third, Wisconsin leading big. And speaking of big, Carter Booth has been huge for Bucky. Booth lets it rip, and no one's touching that. Wisconsin wins it in straight sets, and they get back to their winning ways. That's your morning sports fix. Have a marvelous Monday.
Thanks, Andrew. Up next, Josh Sprider's back, helping us get into the holiday spirit.
And ahead in our next half hour, it's a good day for 2 turkeys in D.C. What's next for Liberty and Bell after their pardon?
Here's a look at gas prices this morning. We're at $3.02 a gallon here in Dane County. We're back after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Hy-Vee hot deals are hotter than hot. 6-pack Pepsi products, $2.99 each when you buy 4. Lay's kettle cooked, rolled gold, or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. And fresh ground beef, $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Only at Hy-Vee.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this Thanksgiving and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Hy-Vee hot deals are hotter than hot. Fresh ground beef, just $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 49 cents. And Nabisco snack crackers, only $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. A peek at my night last night. Josh's too. We had to take Baby Zeke to see Josh sing. No, he didn't do
I
any
didn't
singing.
sing, no.
He was emceeing a little event at Hilldale last night. We'll let you tell him about it. Baby Zeke is in the picture. The woman taking the photo didn't appear to realize he was with us.
His eyes were open.
His eyes were open. He was there. He's cute, I promise.
Oh, what a fun night. So we also have some video from last night that we want to show you as I helped Madison get into the holiday spirit. Take a look.
3, 2, 1.
Look at that.
There we are. I had the honor of flipping the switch for the Hilldale Christmas tree once again at the annual North Pole Party. I emceed last night's party, welcoming Santa, his reindeer, and Madison families to a night of games, crafts, shopping, and hot chocolate. It was a record turnout. Hilldale guesstimated around 1,700 people last night. Like, that's like far outgoing.
Okay, 1,700 people at Hilldale. Where are those people parking?
I know. But I mean, like, it was
jam-packed. We didn't have a problem finding parking, but it was stacked there. There were kids of all shapes and sizes there.
It was wild. I like showed up and I was like, wow. Like, I mean, the last couple of years, the weather has been so-so.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, it was freezing. I remember it was like, everyone was just like, oh my gosh, let's light this tree. But last night, it was so fun to see everyone out there and all the kids had such a good time. That was, I mean, this is Baby Zeke's first Christmas.
Baby Zeke's first Christmas. He slept through most of it. But Santa had his reindeer there and Mom was having fun. I was taking so many pictures of the reindeer. That was really neat. All of the shops really got into the festive spirit.
It's always fun to see, you know, especially like Baby Zeke, because you could see like he was just so amused by the lights. Like he just kept like looking around, because as soon as they light that puppy up, it's like, hello. I mean, the holidays are here. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to see the community come together like that. Hilldale always does a wonderful job.
It's so
gorgeous. The place looks so nice any day of the year.
Yes.
Particularly during the holidays, they go all out.
Yeah, we went to Cafe Hollander for dinner right after too, and they have that all decked out for Christmas
was
too. So
wasn't it?
Yeah,
oh,
I know a lot of folks are like, it's not Thanksgiving yet, but hey, we're close.
I'm sold. He got me into it, and so did Hilldale.
I did my job.
Yeah.
Hey, we're tracking a chance of some rain tonight. We'll see if it could turn into any snow. And Sky Slipka's first warn forecast.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Looking for a B2B partner in social media marketing? Choose Shelley Social Media. Our team offers PPC advertising, social media management, digital marketing, and more. We don't just manage your brand, we make your brand shine. Discover the Shelley difference today.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds, advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum Mobile line, and the Xumo Stream Box, free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Xumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
When you partner with Shelly Social Media, you will be eligible for our exclusive offer. The first 50 businesses who sign up now will receive free social media management. Enroll today and see your business thrive. Discover the Shelly difference today.
This morning, a new cohort is entering the medical field with the help of an apprenticeship program.
Plus, new developments in Israel, including progress on the hostage negotiations.
And the clouds have moved in. Temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. We're tracking some rain later tonight. That first warm forecast coming up.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly, any chance this rain turns into snow?
There's a possibility of a few flakes mixing in. It's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be accumulating, but it's just kind of a hint of that time of the year when we get that kind of transition from rain to maybe a little bit of snow mixing in. That won't be until later tonight into tomorrow morning. Meantime, we just have the clouds this morning. A fairly stiff wind, 38 right now in Madison. East winds will be up there around 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout the day. So that will add to the chill and generally dry weather today. But tonight we are expecting that rain to develop. And we'll see some steadier rain after midnight through tomorrow morning. Then it should be dry tomorrow afternoon, but trending colder throughout the week. Generally dry this weekend. We can't rule out a few snow flurries as we go into Saturday and Sunday. Meantime, we have this east wind keeping temperatures in the mid to upper 40s throughout the day. Generally dry, maybe an isolated shower here and there. I think the bulk of the rain will hold off until we get closer to midnight. As you are planning your evening, it should be quiet, but as you get closer to 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, can't rule out a spotty shower. Otherwise, we're looking at cloudy skies. Brisk for the kids headed off to school this morning. Temperatures in the mid 40s. We'll track that rain for you coming up in just a little bit.
Talk to you then, Kelly. Thank you. Now to an update on the war in the Middle East. The U.S. says a deal to release more hostages is closer than ever.
This comes as Israeli military officials release new video claiming to show terrorist tunnels at Gaza's largest hospital. Shane Hogan is here with what we know this morning. A lot of new details at this hour, Shane.
Yeah, Leah, that's right. We're going to start with those new images that the IDF is releasing. They're claiming that these images of tunnels near the Al-Shifa hospital proves that Hamas had terrorist infrastructure. The terror group has since denied that claim. The Israelis also show alleged video of those hostages being moved inside the hospital. Again, this is video from the Israeli Defense Forces. And now a top Biden administration official says they are closer than ever to reaching a deal between Israel and Hamas to release some of the near 200 hostages.
An issue as sensitive as this and as challenging as this, the mantra that nothing is agreed until everything is agreed really does apply, and we do not yet have an agreement in place.
Back to the Al-Shifa hospital now. Dozens of premature Palestinian babies have been evacuated. They will receive medical care in Egypt starting today. And President Biden says he and his team are working hour by hour to get those hostages released and continues to push for a two-state solution, guys.
Just an awful situation for families on both sides. Shane, thank you for that update.
Looking ahead this morning, a new pair of bills moving through the Wisconsin legislature could give gig workers like DoorDash drivers benefits. The bills would make certain gig workers, including drivers for Uber and Lyft, would make them independent contractors. This opens them up to receive insurance coverage, which the law lays out standards and conditions for. It also allows workers to contribute to portable benefit accounts. However, workers would not be eligible for things like unemployment insurance or workers' comp. The proposal does have bipartisan support as well as the backing of the delivery apps.
6:33 now. UW Health is celebrating its 10th cohort of apprentices, just in time for the end of National Registered Apprenticeship Week. Our Meryl Hubbard heard from members of the cohort who wanted to share their experience as they work their way into the healthcare industry.
I became a mom, and school just got really hard to go back to until I got here.
On Friday, 20 apprentices walked into their final exams and walked out as certified medical assistants.
It's just a really great way to celebrate. So many great stories coming out of the program.
All of the graduates have been working in the medical field for some time, but thanks to the program, they can now move on to helping patients.
They've wanted to work directly with patients, but again, haven't had the access to the traditional education programs because of cost and because of, life commitments.
It was the cost and life commitments that kept graduate Maddie Lidke from pursuing her career.
I tried going back to school once already, and it was so expensive. So getting to do this again and getting to do something to better myself and being able to be a mom at the same time just meant the world.
It's been 5 years since it started, and now the program has given medical assistant education to more than 200 people from the Madison area, turning their goals into a reality.
Not gonna lie, like they just make everything so possible. If you need anything, they're right there to support you.
Now with her certification, Maddie will work for UW Health with a schedule that both her and her son can appreciate.
He's ecstatic. He watched me decorate my cap last night.
And although Maddie may be the only one that decorated her cap, everyone in the class is leaving with their diplomas in hand and great opportunities ahead.
Meryl Hubbard reporting for us. In collaboration with the Department of Workforce Development, UW Health was the first in the state to start the medical apprenticeship program back in 2018. They'll have plenty more graduations to come.
To the Packers now, it's a short week for the Green and Gold. After a win at Lambeau yesterday, they have just 3 days now to get ready for the division-leading Lions. Jordan Love and the crew, well, they stepped up when needed yesterday when Aaron Jones went out just before the first half ended. Here we go. Green Bay trailing by 4, under 3 minutes to go. Jordan Love's going to toss one up. Romeo Doubs comes up with a spectacular grab in the end zone. That is going to be enough for the Green Bay Packers to come up with a huge win. 23-20 the final. Here's head coach Matt LaFleur afterwards.
Just really proud of our group, just in terms of, I feel like they are growing. They're continuing to battle. I feel like we're getting better. And we had a lot of guys step up, and that was critical today. But I thought our guys, they battled, they competed. Really proud of Jordan, to just the poise that he showed, the leadership he showed. He made some big-time plays.
So about that Aaron Jones injury, it doesn't appear to be as bad as first feared. After the game, Jones said that the initial pain was worse than what the injury ended up being, but he'll need an MRI to confirm anything. All around, a solid win for the Pack. Green Bay has an early game on Thanksgiving this week, 11:30 kickoff in Detroit.
Another Wisconsin team celebrating a win this weekend. The Badgers pulling out the W over Nebraska in overtime. This morning, we're getting a look at the crowd stats from UW Police. 16 people were cited. 10 of them UW students. A total of 29 were ejected during the game without receiving any kind of citation. Most of the issues here: underage drinking, disorderly conduct, possession of alcohol. There were 14 calls for first aid, 6 calls for paramedics. 6:36 now. You have until the end of today to donate blankets for rescue dogs at the Midwest area pit stop. Madison Pet Store, Nutsy Mutts and Crazy Cats is collecting blankets and towels to help rescue dogs stay warm during the colder months of winter. They're also collecting bath towels to make sure every dog is able to get a nice clean bath. You can drop off donations this holiday season at either of their 2 locations in Madison. There's one on South Park Street, another on Midvale Boulevard. The stores are open from 10 until 7. You can find all this information up on channel3000.com.
What a nice cause.
Yeah, something to give back to this season.
Hey, we are taking a look at the White House this morning because there is a special pair of turkeys that are going to be pardoned. Always a tradition at the White House this time of year. So this year, the 2 turkeys are named Liberty and Belle. They're getting the red carpet treatment this week. They arrived to a bunch of onlookers in D.C. The 2 20-week-old birds come from Minnesota. Take a look at these feathered things here.
Majestic feathered
They're
things.
so fluffy. Look at that. That doesn't even look, they don't even look real. It's not what the turkeys here look like. So they're 20 weeks old. They come from Minnesota. They've actually gone through quite a bit of training.
We've been intently raising them and getting them acclimated to some different things that they're probably not quite used to, whether that's sounds and noises and things like that.
After President Joe Biden officially pardons Liberty and Belle, they'll go back to Minnesota and they'll be cared for by the University of Minnesota's College of Food, Ag, and Natural Resource Sciences.
Yeah, you said it best. These are not the kind of turkeys walking around our area. We have a flock outside of News 3 now.
Yes, a lot of wildlife here off of Raymond Road. We've got the turkeys, we've got the deer that we see. We got
I think
Josh.
I hear him now.
We've got Josh, our resident turkey.
He is a resident turkey.
I don't know what the deal is with the white feathers. I would love for a viewer at home to email us and let us know Because the turkeys, yeah, they're kind of scraggly looking and much darker than the ones that they picked for the pardon this year.
Those plump fellas, I gotta say, would taste a little better than the wild ones we're seeing outside. Just saying.
One could only imagine.
We can only imagine. They have been pardoned.
6:39. Let's check in with Kelly. What are you tracking this morning?
Yeah, you know, this Thanksgiving week, we are tracking some rain that'll be developing later tonight. We'll have that first warn forecast coming up.
Also ahead, no turkeys in the 608, but we have an update on the community book drive, how you can help the Madison Reading Project in the 608 this holiday season.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on Escape, Explorer, or Bronco with 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 FlexBuy and 500 low APR cash.
The best Thanksgiving meal deal is at Hy-Vee. Get all the makings for your Thanksgiving family dinner for only $30. Get a 10 to 13 pound turkey, green beans and cream of mushroom soup, 5 pounds of potatoes, stuffing mix, cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, and brown and serve rolls. All for only $30 for a family of 4. That's right, get all this for only $30. The best Thanksgiving meal deal is only at Hy-Vee.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
This November, I'm unlocking special values every single Friday, on top of my everyday low prices and special financing. When every Friday feels like Black Friday, there's only one thing to say. Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you'd have that same day. And we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Tonight at 6, after a customer made 6 calls asking AT&T to move equipment for a home remodeling project.
So I would reschedule. No one would come.
I'll show you how our call for action team made a difference in getting this big company to respond.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the patio here at the studio. The clouds have moved in, and it's feeling chilly, feeling more like November should this time of the year, as opposed to the beautiful weather we had this weekend with 50s and sunshine. So we're going to be stuck with clouds, but after a chance of rain tonight, it looks like it's going to be fairly quiet for the rest of the Thanksgiving long extended holiday, I guess, if you will. So if you are going to be traveling anytime after tomorrow afternoon, it looks like it should be quiet. There might be a few snow flurries Friday night into Saturday, but no big storms set our way. But there is some much colder weather on the way going into the later part of the week, into the weekend. Right now you can see the clouds, and they'll be fairly persistent throughout the day as we get up to about 45, pretty close to our average of 43. The sun will be up here shortly at 6:56 this morning. But you can see temperatures trending downward after being in the 40s today, and tomorrow will continue to drop throughout the rest of the week and in the lower 30s. So it's going to be a really cold end to the week into the weekend. Now, we do have a chance of some rain moving in tonight. This will be mainly after midnight, at least the steadier rains moving in after midnight, maybe a 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch. The heavier amounts down to the south and east. Janesville possibly getting upwards of a 1/4 to a 1/2 of an inch. This will be mainly impacting the central United States. Right now, it's over parts of Oklahoma, Kansas. That's spreading some of that rain northward. Some of that green you see that's moving into southwestern Wisconsin is not reaching the ground, but eventually that will, but probably more likely not until tonight. Just a slim chance of a shower just about at any time, especially to the south this afternoon. Better chances later tonight toward midnight and even tomorrow morning. All right, thanks, Anita, for sending in this photo as the sun was going down. Some of those clouds moving on in, and you can always send your photos to us. Just send it at firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, and you can submit it with our First Warn weather app as well. So we are looking at some clouds this morning that will be persistent throughout the afternoon as we head into the mid to upper 40s later today. Tonight, it looks like the better chance of rain will hold off until midnight. Can't rule out a spotty shower here later this evening, but mainly toward midnight. Then some steady rains from about 2 until about 6 o'clock in the morning before it starts to move on to the east. And we'll see a northerly wind ushering our cool weather that will remain persistent throughout the rest of the week. 38 in Madison, 34 in the Dells, 43 right now in Janesville across Dane County. Upper 30s there in Sun Prairie, Cottage Grove at 39, 41 though in Stoughton and also Rockdale. First warning forecast, cloudy today. May see an isolated shower, but the better chance once again later tonight through the overnight period into early tomorrow morning, about this time. And then we'll look at breezy, cool conditions going into Thanksgiving. Dry weather, though, Friday. Maybe a flurry here and there going into the weekend, but it's just going to be cold. Temperatures in the lower 30s.
Okay, we've been warned. Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:45 in the 608 this morning. We're following up on the biggest time of the year for the Madison Reading Project.
Josh Sprider's here with an update on the community book drive. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, Chris and Leah. So we are officially at the midway point of the community book drive at Madison Reading Project. In its 4th year, founder and executive director Rowan Childs tells me she's excited to see just how fast the support is growing in the 608.
Since the very inception of this organization, I always wanted to make sure that everybody would be able to help, whether it's a person who can donate $5 or an individual book to coming and volunteering, or if they can donate in a much larger way. All of those pieces help.
This book drive will allow the local nonprofit to get thousands of new books for kids in the 608 to take home and keep. Right now, the Madison Reading Project is working to raise $100,000 for 15,000 new books. Those books will then be distributed free of charge to kids ahead of winter break. Child says it's reassuring to live in a community where people answer the call for help.
Community is sort of many people working together for that greater cause, and that happens all the time around here, and we do feel extremely thankful for that, and the community seeing the need and what we're doing, and we just want to make it happen for kids.
Madison Mayor Sati Rhodes Conway even declaring November Madison Reading Project Month, encouraging all folks who can do so to help out the great cause and giving back to local kids. We have some updated numbers from the Madison Reading Project this morning. So far, more than $56,000 has been raised. That's from amazing sponsors, workplace book drives, and local bookshop partners. Along with that, over 535 books have also been received. That's nearly $2,700 worth of books. So we're still about $40,000 short of that $100,000 goal, but we're halfway through, and we're over halfway through that goal. So we're going to make it. I mean, they set that bar high, but this community always answers the call, as Rowan says.
Hey, impressive effort, and exactly, it's the time to give. I have no worries about them hitting that goal.
Well, this is just a fun time of the year, too, because I feel like you're always looking for kids, or you're looking for presents for your kids. What a great way to be able to provide them, you know, kind of with this double whammy, right? Like, give them the gift for Christmas, but also just helping them with their reading skills, too.
I'll say it again, just one book change a kid's life.
It's a big difference. We always remember that, you know, as a kid growing up and reading those books, it's going to have an impact for your entire life.
Thanks for the update, Josh.
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, let Josh know what inspires you in the 608 by reaching out to him on social media or sending him an email. It's 6:48 on your Monday. Coming up in the morning sprint, an Israeli boat has been hijacked by rebels, and it's not Hamas who's taken the hostages.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Big, beautiful sectional for just $9.99 with a free ottoman. Big deals.
Black Friday deals.
All month long. Up to 60% off list. Only at Slumberland. But don't wait, because deals this great won't last. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag bonus cash to get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
This is Matt Gunderson. It still hits me every time TAPS is played. We're honored to serve those who served. An eligible Veterans Life Celebration includes honors recognizing their dedication and selfless service, including uniform and medal displays.
Save on big projects. Menards 11% sale ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't miss out. Make over your laundry room. Save 11% on Criterion appliances. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Build your dream bathroom and save 11% on luxury tubs and showers. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a new garage. Don't miss out. There's no limit to what you can save. Menards 11% sale ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
You wash your cars and clothes and canines. You wash your cars and clothes and canines. You wash your cars and clothes and canines. At the Magic Wash. At the Magic Wash. Whoa.
The new Subway MVP Rewards earns you points for every order. This MVP uses it for free subs.
You can use your points for anything, like free cookies.
Whoa, Peyton.
What? I'm not playing anymore.
Join now and get a free cookie when you buy a sub.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
And a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, both for just $6.99. It's the Black Friday mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. A Sealy mattress and a power base.
I hear those help reduce snoring.
Only at Slumberland.
Shop the Brothers Maine Black Friday sale now.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Negotiations are getting closer to a deal with Hamas to release 50 hostages being held in the Gaza Strip. The deal would pause fighting and allow some fuel into the region. The news comes as Israel shares this video showing what they claim to be underground tunnels near the Al-Shifa hospital. Hamas has previously denied these allegations.
And while the fighting around the hospital continues, 31 premature babies are finally receiving treatment after being successfully evacuated. The babies were taken to a hospital in Egypt where they're now fighting serious infections due to a lack of medical supplies. 11 of the babies are in critical condition.
A sign the war might be spilling over into other areas of the Middle East. A cargo ship linked to Israel was hijacked by rebels backed by the Iranian government. The Houthi rebels from Yemen announced they took the Galaxy leader and its 25 crew members hostage.
A man charged in the deadly shooting of a 20-year-old at the Harmony Apartments is scheduled to be in court today. 21-year-old Mark Park Jr. is the second suspect arrested in connection to the drive-by shooting of Devin Grant that happened on July 13th. Park was on the run until last Thursday when police found and arrested him.
Today, community members will hold a public meeting to address gun violence in a neighborhood that's seen 2 deadly shootings in recent months. It's over the North Grandview Commons area on the Far East Side. The mayor, the neighborhood alder there, and police will all be in attendance. 2 young people have been shot and killed there this year, including a 15-year-old girl just last month.
In Kenosha, 2 police officers have been suspended. It comes nearly 4 months after forcefully arresting a black man and a woman in an Applebee's. The officers mistakenly confronted the 2 after confusing them for suspects in a nearby hit and run. One officer was suspended for 4 days, the other for 10 after beating one of the people being arrested.
At the state capitol, a new bill would make some delivery drivers independent contractors. DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, and Instacart drivers would all fall under the new classification. They wouldn't be eligible for workers' compensation or unemployment insurance, though this bill does lay out some conditions under which they might receive coverage from their employer. The proposal does have bipartisan support and support from the delivery apps.
Statements commemorating the life of former First Lady Rosalind Carter are pouring in this morning. The news of her death came last night from the Carter Center. She was 96 years old. Carter famously advocated for mental health care and was one of the First Ladies to sit in on cabinet meetings and briefings from the National Security Council.
Today is President Biden's birthday. He's turning 81 years old. This makes him the oldest sitting president in the nation's history, who's also running for re-election. The second oldest is former President Donald Trump, who was 70 when he took office in 2017.
A federal appeals court will hear arguments today on whether to reinstate a gag order on former President Trump. It's in that federal case charging him with trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Prosecutors with Special Counsel Jack Smith will argue before a panel of 3 judges that a gag order is necessary to prevent Trump from undermining confidence in the court system and intimidating witnesses.
A handful of companies are suspending their advertising on social media platform X. This after owner Elon Musk seemingly endorsed a claim that touts conspiracy theories against Jews. Over the weekend, both Disney and Warner Brothers halted ad spending on X. In response, Musk said anyone advocating for genocide will be suspended from the platform.
In Ukraine this morning, Russia has once again launched heavy, repeated drone attacks on the Ukrainian capital. Russia had stopped for several weeks. So according to Ukraine's Air Force, air defense systems ended up destroying 15 of the 20 drones that Russia sent to the capital and surrounding regions. There are no reports of any casualties.
North Korea is reacting to the potential sale of missiles to its neighbor. Officials in Pyongyang calling the move a dangerous act that raises tensions on the Korean peninsula. They also threatened a potential arms race if the deal goes through. This is all because the Pentagon announced a proposed sale of missiles from American surplus to South Korea last week.
5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, the clouds have moved on in, and we've got the stiff east wind right now, 39 in Madison, 34 in the Dells, but 43 right now in Janesville, so a little bit warmer the further south you go. A lot of cloud cover around today. That'll hold our temperatures in the mid to upper 40s this afternoon. Generally dry. Can't rule out an isolated shower later today, but I think the better chance will be late this evening, more likely toward the midnight hour, but can't rule out a spotty shower here at 10 o'clock. But the bulk of the rain comes in after midnight. That'll be with us through tomorrow morning. Might be cold enough, can't rule out a flake or two of snow mixing in, but we're not expecting really any accumulation with that. But you can see the clouds right now. Temperatures in the mid 40s this afternoon. And our first warning forecast keeps it cold going into the later part of the week. There's that chance of rain and snow tomorrow morning, mainly rain. Thanksgiving Day looks okay, but rather chilly with high at 39.
All right, Kelly Slipka, thank you very much.
We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.